Hi, James. How are you?
Hi,
Nice
I'm
to
good.
see you
Good.
again. Oh,
Nice
and a
to
special
see you.
guest,
Yeah.
your son. Yeah, so thank you so much. Today we are talking about personal branding and its importance, particularly at
Mhm.
LinkedIn. And yeah, it's really nice to have you join me again because the first time I actually with talked with you about COVID-19 and how's the impact for your work. So you did a lot of
Yes.
preparation, okay? And then I think when because I do LinkedIn and Facebook Live at the same time, and then the Facebook has reached around 4,000 people. It's just crazy. And normally maybe a few hundred only, right? So thank you so much for that. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
no problem.
yeah, and guys, yeah, please let me know your time zone and where you're connecting from. Leave some comments, okay? Any question you'd like to ask because um, I mean, like you, James, one month or 2 months ago, you only got 4,000 or 5,000 connections. Well, now it's
Yes.
nearly to 11 or 12K already. So you jump a lot. And then for me, I also I started in December 2019. I just figured it out, try and error. And then at that time, I was what, like 14,000. And then
Yep.
right now I've got 33,000. So we're using actually the same approach, same systems to grow our
Yeah.
connections. And that's why I
Yeah.
think personal branding is important and hope that you can tell people more about that, about what do you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. That is my pleasure because today is so happy that you invited me to be your guest speaker, and it is my great honor. And I want to also find out from your perspective because I remember the first time when we chat about conducting the online webinar, and then you also mentioned about personal branding, and that is I think that was back to 3 months ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And that point of time, I remember your number of followers is probably 15,000 or even lesser, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was a very surprising because you grow up substantial number of followers in 3 months time, almost like more than 15,000.
Yeah.
So it was a
Same
very
as you double
yes,
your followers.
yes. But I can see that. I think that one of the things that you did is attract a lot of people follow you because you do a lot of pro bono and you share a lot of tips and tricks with all the job seeker, and then people find out that you contributed a lot in life to our community in LinkedIn, and a lot of people was inspired by what you share with them, and so that's the reason that I think probably one of the reason you increase your number of followers. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to also share with everyone about what we are going to talk tonight, and tonight is a very good time because 10:30 is always that all the parents they put the kids to sleep, and I think that for an adult, okay, if you have kids this time and they probably watch YouTube or watch the TV, and it's a good time that we can share with everybody what we are doing right now and what the courses we are going to offer, because I want to take also this opportunity to let a lot of people know that personal brand is so important, whether you are doing your own business or you're looking for next job or you are going to become a thought leader in the company. Let's say if you are a manager, you need to improve or increase your personal brand. Then only you become influence in your company. Then only you can add value. At least from the management board, from the CEO perspective, you are a thought leader because you have influence. You are able to bring up a different level of corporate image. So that's the thing that I want to share with everyone tonight. So because personal brand and also the thought leadership is the same thing. So we want to merge this topic together so that a lot of people understand that personal brand today is a modern phrase that a lot of people will love to hear. And also, personal brand is not just about number of followers. Personal brand is about your values, your personal influence, your philosophy, and also how you add value to people, how people see you as a person. And when you put up your profile in LinkedIn, people look at your face. And at the same time, when they try to understand about you, they read your profile. They read about, there's a section in LinkedIn called about. So they try to understand this person, what is he doing for a living, and what he can inspire me, or what connection we have in common. And that's how you get connection and how you get your own personal brand. And there is a lot of benefits I can rest assured with everyone. Once you increase your personal branding, there's a lot of things you can do. In terms of job opportunities, a recruiter will come to you, that's for sure. The next thing is if you are doing business, LinkedIn is the right platform because in terms of conversion from B to B, okay, or from LinkedIn convert to your website, this is the highest rate among all the social platform, whether you're talking about Facebook, Instagram, okay. LinkedIn is the best site, okay, a professional social network where you can bring the connection to your website, and they give you a very good so-called a new lead in terms of business conversion. So that is so important today, even for job seeker. And I think before we have live session right now, uh, at 9 o'clock just now, I just hold a session of webinar with another of my friend. We talk about also the same thing, that the importance of personal branding, because personal branding to a university graduate is equally important. Because looking for job as of today, you have your CV is not enough. CV just a piece of paper. A piece of paper talk about you, but don't forget when you come to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the platform in this world. 90% of the professional recruiters will log in every morning. Okay, what do they do? And what do they do in the morning? Okay, they log in is not to say hi to you. They log in is not to do a social networking. They have only one objective, and that objective is looking for candidates for their client. Okay,
Yeah, I do that as
yes, yes,
previously.
yes. I think before you are becoming your own consultant, last time I believe, Keith, you are a recruiter, and I believe every day your routine is get a cup of coffee, log into LinkedIn, and then start to do a searching of candidates. Okay, so most of the time, recruiter after they do a searching, and the rest of the job will be up to LinkedIn algorithm to define. Okay, and LinkedIn algorithm sometimes it will define whether the person should appear as a top 10 list or the person should appear at the bottom of the list. So, and how do they define this is all about your personal branding. If you don't have a
Yeah,
personal brand, the LinkedIn algorithm can never reach
yeah,
you, can never filter you out, and to let recruiters search you. So that's a very important message. Okay, so if you have a LinkedIn account, just a pure LinkedIn dormant account, there's nothing you can let opportunity come to you. Okay, very simple, because your profile is zero. You don't have a picture, you don't have a phone number, and you never interact with people. So the chances recruiter can never find you, because this is automatically happen behind the scene. LinkedIn is a program. Okay, the program, the behind program, what we call is algorithm. So
yeah,
the
yeah,
algorithm will do a filtration. So in the process of doing filtration, all your activities in LinkedIn will become your profile, become your personal brand. So if your personal brand, also you can basically, a lot of people never know that every one of us, as long as you have a LinkedIn account, you have this what we call SSI. SSI stand for Social Selling Index. It is a score that LinkedIn assigned to you. Okay, and this score basically define that whether you are 70% out of 100 or you have 50% out of 100. It's just like your examination score, the mark that is given to you, whether you like it or not, you will still, have to accept that there's a score assigned to everyone you have LinkedIn account. Okay,
yeah,
so with that,
and change
yeah,
constantly. Yeah,
correct, correct. So later on, I will show to all of you that LinkedIn assign the SSI to everyone. Okay, and this SSI is updated every day. Okay, let's say today I have 80% my score. Okay, but tomorrow my score can drop to 79, 78. If let's say I'm not active in 1 week time, and you will see that my score will drop down substantially. Maybe from 80 go down to 70, and 70 go down to even 60. And that can happen if I put my account inactive for the next 3 months time. And you guess what? Okay, my score probably less than
mm,
50. Okay, and that is
mm,
a terrible score, because if I'm looking for a job and I'm not active in LinkedIn, nobody can search me, and nobody can search me, then I don't get a job opportunity. So that's for sure. So for a lot of professionals, they never realize on the importance of LinkedIn personal branding. So it's the right time that at this moment, because many country, also we want to say that because unfortunately it's coronavirus, and thankfully also coronavirus is a time many people work from home, they stay at home. So the only thing you can do is, beside busy with your work at home in front of a computer, you can also log into your LinkedIn account and start to do digital networking. That's what we call electronic networking. Okay, And this is how the fabulous of this professional social network, that we can connect with people with similar mindset, inspire to each other, motivate to each other. And that is also something that I want to share with everyone. And that's how I get to know Keith. And to be honest, we never see in person,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah,
Because Keith stay in Hong Kong and I stay in Singapore. And the time that we get to know is also the starting point of the outbreak, the coronavirus outbreak. So that's the time it's impossible for me to fly to Hong Kong, and also impossible for Keith to fly to Singapore and then we have a coffee or have a drink. It's quite
oh,
impossible.
yeah,
Okay, so the only thing we can do is electronic networking, and then we talk to each other. And you know what? We have conducted numerous rounds of the webinar over the times. I think in the past 3 months, right? At least, if I remember, at least 3 times we host it together. One time is live, I remember, and then the other time we talk about creative way to look for the new job. Okay, and that was also the time that our webinar was surpassed more than 100 people registered for our webinar. It
yeah,
was a
yeah,
great first webinar, and we have international crowd from India, from Singapore, from Malaysia, from Vietnam, from Philippines, also from China. And I remember that time we also have someone from NTU, Nanyang Technology University in Singapore. Also, we have someone from Hong Kong University. Also, we have someone from the China University. So you can see that a lot of people they know that you log into LinkedIn is not just look for a job. You can build connection, you can make a new friends, and you can learn a lot of things. This is a professional network. So today what we are going to share is how to increase your number of followers, how to increase your social selling index in LinkedIn, so that when a personal brand is improving, opportunities will come to you. Okay, so,
okay,
Keith, from your perspective, how do you make it from 10,000 to 30,000 within a
okay.
3 months time? I would say in 3 months time, it's exponential growth. It's like explosion. I still want to figure out, okay, because my number of growing is I do every day, I do a posting, I add value, and then I connect. But your number is like explosion. It's totally beyond what we can imagine. Yeah, a lot of people also ask me, hey, your friend Keith, he is a top influence. He is a top influence in Hong Kong in LinkedIn. Yeah,
Yeah, last time I didn't have the account, and then someone looking for you, okay, asking where. Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, what I do is give. Okay, contribute a lot, and then tell people tips, tricks, strategies, and also have ebooks. Okay, you can
Yeah,
download something self help guide or something. So that is why you can have some more views, and then people will engage with you, and then they will get more from you. Okay. But yeah, this is not a tricks. Okay, everyone could do it, and it's just like James, to double your followers because you have a whole a lot of webinars, and you understand also social selling indexes. First time I hear from you, and then I
yeah,
also hear your webinar is really good. So that's why I really want to invite you to talk about the personal branding. And
yeah,
it's not just the photos, not just the background photo, it's not just the headline summary, it's your activities, okay? More like, more
yeah,
share, more comments, and you're helping others as well. It's not just every time when you send message to someone, here's my CV, please review it. Do you have any opportunities? Please refer. You
yeah,
should give values and contribute to others people to help others. That is what you need to do, I think. Yeah.
yeah. I agree. I agree because every time when you try to do something pro bono, to many people is they first time connect into LinkedIn. So what they have in mind is, I think everyone is having the same motive. Okay, if I would like to use the word motive or intention to be more professionally, we say it's actually only one intention. To be honest, the first time I log in and sign up my LinkedIn account is in 2007. That was back to more than 10 years ago. I have only one intention for me to join LinkedIn is I was looking for job at that point of time. Okay. And naturally you can think of those social platform that allow you to look for a job is just very limited. Okay, in Singapore, in Malaysia, we are using JobStreet. That was consistently for many years. Today is still active, but in addition to JobStreet, we also discover that actually LinkedIn is also having a lot of so-called recruiters. They are all hiding inside, and they are all actively looking for candidates. So if I miss out this piece of so-called reservoir, I can't get any job. Okay, because LinkedIn also is better than any other platform because LinkedIn looking at your profile, the recruiter can know you in person. Okay, not 100%, but at least he can gauge that how is your interaction with others and whether you put your profile and is there a lot of people give you a testimonial. So all this all sum up become as a unique person, and that unique person represent your personal brand. Okay, if you don't have a good personal brand, when recruiter search you, he look at your CV, and don't forget he will also look at your LinkedIn profile. Okay, and these two will come to your hiring manager desk at the same time. A lot of people never think about that because you know that in LinkedIn there is one function. Okay, the recruiter can click a button and print your profile into PDF file. Okay, and usually as of today, a lot of recruiters what they did is they print out your CV, okay, whether in PDF file, and at the same time they go to your LinkedIn profile, print out your LinkedIn profile in PDF.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there are two PDF file you pass to the hiring manager via email.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when
They will
hiring
cross check.
managers see, yeah, see these two things at the same time, okay, and you know that it is so important. Okay, you thought that the hiring manager just look at your CV. That's not true. Okay, there are two documents because I have experience in the past that I was headhunted to join another company, and the professional recruiter, in order to help me to succeed in getting the job, so she printed the CV of the hiring manager in PDF file and straight away sent to me. Okay, and tell me that please read through the hiring manager background. So at least when in the conversation, you know better about this person, you can answer better. Okay, so I was so surprised. I said, "Oh, okay, that is something I never know that a person, LinkedIn profile can be printed in PDF file." And she told me, yes, 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 please read through. I said, yes, definitely. I'll be more than happy to read the whole profile in PDF. Okay. So that's the thing that if you have your profile never tidy up properly, and the chances is it might be printed out. Okay, and the good thing is if you have a good profile, very professional layout, professional photo, nothing to worry. If you don't care, you don't bother about your profile, your personal branding, the moment it was printed in PDF sent to hiring manager, that is the impact you can see. Okay, you don't get a call. Okay, the
Not
next
not
thing
a
you
good
don't get a call,
impression. Yeah.
simple as that. And nobody will tell you. I can tell nobody will tell you. Okay, it's only that after a few years time or few months time, okay, you don't get a job, then you start puzzle. What's wrong with me? Okay, and you start to lose your confidence. Am I studying the wrong university? No, let me tell you, you never study the wrong university. Okay, you never get the wrong past working experience. There is only one problem: your LinkedIn profile is having problematic layout or having problematic language that puts you off by the recruiter. That's the only thing I can say. If you want to get a better opportunity, you have to do it now. Improve your LinkedIn profile. Okay, put out a professional picture. Okay, don't put out a funny kind of picture like what you do in Facebook, because LinkedIn is totally different world. Okay, compared to Facebook, Facebook is social networking. You can share your photo with your friends. You can share your kids smiling face. But LinkedIn, you don't do that, because LinkedIn, your profile, your picture appear there, your boss will see it, okay, and also your colleague will see it, and even the someone want to recruit you into their company, or so-called what we call headhunting you, they will also see it. Okay, if you put something not professionally, okay, and people see it, they'll make a quick judgment. This guy is funny guy. Okay, I don't think we should hire him for this important position. Okay, so let's say 100,000 or 200,000 job, you just disappear because you put the wrong photo. Okay, or you write something, a funny comment, you think that it's like Facebook, you can just criticize anyone comment or anyone posting, and you will get something back. Okay, and you never realize that because you realize it's too late. Probably it takes you a few years time to learn that you should improve your profile, then you can get a good job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, because when I was still recruiting, I even goes to the Facebook, the Instagram, or I don't know Twitter's account to check whether this is he or she is okay, talking something is okay. So it's a lot to cross check, I would say, yeah. And I started the LinkedIn profile in 2000 and sorry, LinkedIn started the company in 2003, and I started in 2010. Okay, and a lot of hard work to build that profile. So nowadays we are having the experience to share with you, so that you don't need to try and error, and then just tell you the photos is important, the tagline is important, the summary is important, and also the activities is important. Okay, and then you have to make it to all-star level, because you can enter all the details about each job, and it is all searchable. Okay, your skills, everything, right? And now LinkedIn is also a new function called Resume Builder. So what you mentioned about you print out the PDF is actually you can edit something, okay, or can you change something, and then you print a real good CV, which is applicant tracking system free for you to use it as well. So this is very important. LinkedIn is really going to future trend, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. So maybe what I can do, Keith, I will share my screen and then let the
Okay, yeah,
audience see some important statistic about LinkedIn and the importance to know about this statistic.
yeah,
Uh,
sure, please, yeah. So what can I do?
okay, no, don't, I will just share my screen. Is all right. Okay, then you can
Okay,
see that you. Is there a need that you can? Yeah, I think
okay,
it's
yeah.
about.
LinkedIn
Okay, I
statistics
think
and facts, yeah.
LinkedIn statistic and facts, and this is very important. A lot of people they never notice this statistic and facts. First thing is LinkedIn, there's 575 million plus global users. Okay, this is a key message. And the second message is there are 260 million plus monthly active users. Okay, and US alone has 133 million users, 70% based outside US. So more than 20 million companies listed in LinkedIn. Listen carefully, it's more than 20 million companies, okay? Not 2 million, it's 20 million. And 14 million open jobs from time to time, okay? And 90% recruiters regularly use LinkedIn, all right?
Yeah.
So,
They
and
have to use
1%,
it.
yeah, 1% of LinkedIn's 260 million users, or so-called the monthly users, share the post. So you can see that out of the 260 million active users, it's only 1% they are active in LinkedIn, and the rest they are quite passive. And if you are the 1% you are active, the chances is you are getting more opportunities. Recruiter will knock the door and ask you for joining a better company, a better pay. Okay, and also, LinkedIn drive more than 50% of social traffic to B2B site. Okay, so key message to you is basically 90% recruiters regularly use LinkedIn, and only 1% LinkedIn monthly users share posts. Okay, so this is the golden time for anyone. You should build your personal branding as of today. Okay, because the moment you build up very strong personal branding, you improve your chances of getting new job, and recruiter will look for you because LinkedIn, as I mentioned earlier, there is an auto algorithm to the calculation behind based on your engagement, based on your personal branding. They will decide who to be filtered as a first top 10 to recruiter to select candidates. Okay, so this is so important as of today. Don't ignore your personal branding. Okay, so that's what I'm sharing right now, and then we can keep on discuss on some other topic.
Yeah, sure. I just has a recruiter's experience to share with you is so oh still we can share the screen right now. But anyway, yeah, we have to rely on using LinkedIn, even though LinkedIn recruiter seat is so expensive, email is so expensive. But
Yeah,
nowadays you can't use job board, you can't use maybe you not we can't, but it's hard for you to find referrals. So LinkedIn you can just tap everyone. I mean, it's a live database, so every recruiters have to buy the LinkedIn package. So that's why if you
yeah,
did not enter anything in your job details or skills or anything, we cannot search you. And this is
yeah.
so important, guys. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. I think during the time when you are recruiter, do you subscribe to LinkedIn for the business account so that you can get
we have to
it?
pay for them. So expensive.
Okay. Oh, okay. Is this a monthly deduction or they just you just have to pay for
It's,
one
it's,
year?
a, it's a annual subscription, so it's
Ah,
included a
okay.
basic one seat and also one job slot. Okay.
Yeah, and I can see that LinkedIn changed their marketing strategy because I remember that was back to 1 year ago, or even longer, 2 years ago. Um, they offer to individual for the job seeker a so-called premium account, and there's only one premium account to individual, and that account monthly deduction is about 97 Singapore dollar, about this price, close to 100, I remember. And they give you 1 month free.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
you need to sign up with your credit card. If the second month you forget to so-called deactivate it, then your credit card will be deducted for
yeah.
almost $100. So that's quite expensive to so-called a job seeker. It's not one-time payment; it's a monthly deduction. And today, what I see is LinkedIn also came out another package. They offer for different premium account to different type of individual. If you are the active job seeker, you can sign up monthly deduction probably just about 35 or 38 Singapore dollar, and that account will be good enough for you to look for a job, and that account will be good for you to do your personal branding. Okay, because with that account you can do a lot of things, and this is something that I think I will encourage you to find out, okay, where to sign up the premium account. And the first 30 days is always free. Okay, if you don't intend to look for a job for the second month, remember to cancel or to deactivate your credit card. Otherwise, the monthly deduction keep on deduct month by month. Okay, and you only realize when you see the credit card statement. Okay, and it's okay. There's no way to dispute. It's too late. You don't dispute. You need to say, that, hey, why you deduct my account? Because you subscribe it. You never deactivate it. Okay, you can't debate. You have to pay. Okay, and the bad thing is under subscription, under credit card, so your account tied up, so you can't, after deduction you have to say yes, thank you, okay, thank you, LinkedIn. So that's the thing. Okay, but okay,
Yeah,
let me say in this way, a good direction or strategy is sign up 30 days, 1 month free premium account, and try to explore. Okay, there's a lot of things you can explore with the premium account for individual. Like for example, you can in the premium account for individual, you can send direct mail to any person within your connection or outside your connection. Okay, let's say there's a job in the market and you know that this is the hiring manager. Okay, but he is not in your connection, he is even not in your second or third level of connection. What you can do is, with the premium account, you can send him direct mail. You can introduce yourself. You can send your CV over, and you can offer yourself to say that, hey, I come across this advertisement for this job opportunity, and I would like to ask, with your permission, okay, if you would consider my CV and any opportunity, feel free to reach to me. And this is my CV, this is my phone number. As simple as that. So bypass this so-called hiring process, you improve the chance that you're getting the first connection with the hiring manager, and ahead of other competitor. So that's a thing that you need to do a branding. You need to do a so-called premium account that give you unrivaled advantage in terms of job seeking, get into a new opportunity faster than anyone. Yeah, so that's what I want to share with all of
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Basically, for if you are a professional like sales or even your senior people, then obviously you can consider the sales navigator as well. It's also a premium service, and this give you approach everyone, and then you keep track of the people. It's more on CRM things as well. So check out as well.
yeah, that's right. And never heard anyone with the experience that they sign up for the sales account, and I'm not sure whether that is different from. I'm sure it's different from a recruitment package,
Yes, yes, yes.
and different from individual package. So I think for the sales account, probably they give you more intelligence, more
Yes.
so-called insight to target to your right customer. So because this is a paid service, I'm sure that the filtration process will generate a lot of leads to the salespeople, so you can get your customer.
Yeah, exactly. They also have a very, very premium service as well, which is
Yeah,
they have all the intelligence is how many people join this new company, how many people
yeah,
leave within that role, and then they also categorize or classify by different industry. So it's only when request you can ask for that report, and this is very
Yeah,
expensive. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I think it's very expensive. Yeah, and if they require for 1 year subscription, then probably you really need to think about your sales strategy, your marketing budget. Otherwise, you will be pay a lot of money just for LinkedIn to get your customer lead.
yeah,
So the next thing I want to share is basically I want to talk about thought leadership, because a lot of people think that thought leadership is not a fancy word in today's management or in business context. Thought leadership is basically about your personal branding, okay? But it is applied in a corporate context. So what exactly is thought leadership? Thought leadership is the ability to influence others within your industry. And in layman understanding, basically what we can say is thought leadership means that these are the group of people. They don't just have opinion, but they are the opinion. Okay, and they stay on the beat of the current trend. They are the go-to source for others within the industry. Okay,
okay.
so
That
and
means
to
what we
become
just normally do is like hosting something, and then people follow
yes,
you, and then this is
yes.
also thought leadership.
That's right. That's right. That is something that I want to share with everyone. Like today, okay, the thought leadership in today's in LinkedIn community, we talk about CV writing, we talk about recruitment, career advisory. The first person came into my mind is Keith Lau. So this is
No,
a
no,
thought
no. Yeah.
leadership, and anyone to talk about this topic naturally in your mind, cross your mind is Keith Lau. Okay, so this is a person, and this is what we meant by thought leadership. That is what we meant by personal branding.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're too hard sell, James.
yeah. No, I'm not studying. I'm trying to explain what is the meaning of thought
Okay.
leadership. Yeah. So basically, thought leadership, according to Wikipedia, it means that it can be individual or firm that was recognized as an authority in any specialized field of practice. Okay. So thought leadership is also can be defined as a way to build out your brand and seek out opportunity as an expert in your niche. Okay. And this is something that a lot of corporate leader, it could be a CEO, CFO, they sign up with the courses. Usually it was conducted by university, and university have embedded this thought leadership as one of the important uh, so-called important management courses. And
Yeah.
they are not putting into an MBA course, but they are running to the corporate course. Okay, so what they taught exactly to this level is to the management board. Okay, that's one thing, CEO, CFO, and they will tell you how to build your personal branding. And in the corporate words, what we call is thought leadership. Okay, because in the corporate world, there are many ways you can control, manage your business, manage your employees. But one of the best way is thought leadership, meaning that you are using an expert to impress people. You are using an expert to convince people that this is the right direction. Okay, and this is the course, the master course that we want to host it on recurring basis for every Wednesday. And what we are going to share with our audience, whoever sign up for our course, is we will tell you what is thought leader and also thought leadership and also personal branding and leadership, and most importantly is corporate social influence. Okay, because if you know all this concept and you know how to apply it, what you will get is you can earn the respect by thought leadership. You can gain more opportunities in your corporate career. You can also influence the board of directors if you know how to master the skill of thought leadership. Okay, and this is something that we want to put it into a recurring master course. We run it on every Wednesday night. Okay, 8 o'clock. That's what I agreed with Keith, and we'll teach all the our sign up participant how to improve your personal branding on one thing, and the next thing is how to use the thought leadership as your management tool, as your leadership tool, to make a difference to the company you are working, to make a difference to your personal career. Okay, because everyone work in corporate. Okay, and how to survive in corporate is a trick that you need to master. Okay, otherwise any kind of retrenchment come to you, come to your company, you'll be the first one to be kicked out. If you have the skill and you master the skill of thought leadership, uh, any kind of retrenchment, you are always in the top priority. You are always the very important person. People will seek your opinion, and you could even sit in a board to become a decision maker to decide who to be retrenched out. So it is important for anyone, a corporate man or corporate woman, at this time during the coronavirus period, you are required to stay at home to sign up for this kind of courses that you can gain some knowledge during this period of time. It's not a relaxed time. It's actually a time for anyone to get something put in your brain and improve your knowledge. Okay, because a lot of people think that after coronavirus period, first one thing for sure will happen, you'll put on your weight. Okay, and so this is also happening to me. I think in the past 1 month stay at home, I put up my weight for 2 kg. Okay, and I don't know about Keith, but I think probably he also put up weight. Okay, because 3 months ago I spoke to him, he's a more skinny person, and today is a bit put on the weight. So we
You're still
hope that
skinny.
yeah, yeah. So we hope that in this 2 months time when you stay at home, not only your weight is putting up, but also your
Your
knowledge is
knowledge,
putting up.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's very important because if you can master the skill of thought leadership, you can earn the respect, whether by your boss or by your management or your if you are manage a team, you earn the respect of your team, of your subordinate. People will respect that, hey, this leader is different, this director is different, this manager is different. The way he taught, the way he shared the knowledge with all of us is very thoughtful and is always giving us a different perspective. Okay, and this guy I want to talk to him. So you can see that in every company there is always a different function. A typical function we mentioned is HR, one of the function, finance, sales, and maybe supply chain. So these are the very classic departmentation of within a company. Okay, so and one thing you'll find out in any company, different company, some company the HR is given so important decision making.
As a
Every
business
time the
partner, yeah.
yeah, as a business partner. And in some company, every kind of decision, the CEO will call the sales director to join for making decision. Okay, but in other country, other company, probably the finance is a key person.
Yeah.
Every decision making by the board, okay, the finance CFO will be called in and also to make a final decision. And why is this happen? Some company they put very heavy emphasis on HR. Some company they put heavy emphasis on sales. Some company they just listen to the finance guy. And this is not because this finance guy is smarter than sales guy. It's not. It's not the case. It's all about thought leadership. Okay. If this company, the finance guy is a strong thought leader, he will give the impression to the board, he'll give impression to the peer level that he is the leader. Okay, he is a thought leader. Any kind of discussion, brainstorming, people will need to look for the expert for advice. And this is the course that we want to run through with you, and that's what we call thought leadership. And in layman term we also call it personal branding. Okay, and we hope that we can see more people to join us probably this coming week. I think we plan for Wednesday, right, Keith? This
Yes, yes,
Wednesday.
yes.
Yeah. Yes, yes. And also, I think in this thought leadership master course, you'll be the lecture will be given by Keith and myself. And Keith is a very senior HR practitioner before he worked on his own consulting firm right now. So he has a very good experience to share with you about thought leadership from HR perspective. And he can tell you and share with you on human management, how to read your employee, how to assess your employee, how to give a kind of thought leadership so that people work within the same direction. So that is something we want to impart knowledge to you. And for me, in my past career, I advise the board of directors and I work with the CEO, CFO, VP. So I know this kind of thing is so important. So I can also share with you so-called the very difficult relationship. Sometimes a lot of people never know. Even at the board level, one board member and the other board member, they are different person. They are different focus. They have different character. So to get along with all different board members is a skill set you need to understand. And this skill set is what I want to share with you, the thought leadership. Okay. Sometimes in any company you work, okay, maybe a finance department very close to you, but the HR department don't like you because you can't master the thought leadership. So the HR department think that you are nonsense. Okay, I don't want to talk to you. But if you can master the thought leadership skill, every department will like to talk to you because they know that you are expert. They know that they should consult your opinion so they don't make the wrong decision. Okay, and this is a course that we are going to put it in recurring for this month, Wednesday, which is next week, and also in a month, throughout the month of May, I think there are 4 times of a master course will keep on recurring until the end of May. Yeah.
Yeah, until the end of the disease.
Yeah, hopefully all disease will just vanish within a month's time. Then
Yeah.
everyone will be back to office, back to normal life. Hopefully that will happen one day because coming to June, I suppose is considered as a summer season. So according to some medical experts, they claim that the virus will simply disappear because summer is too hot for them to survive, and only human can survive. Viruses can't survive. And I hope this is true. If this is true, then it means that we are back to normal. But still, we still need to take care of precautions so that we are not becoming the last batch of so-called patient. Okay,
Yeah,
because yeah,
for example, Australia, New Zealand is they some other areas they're still very cold, I guess. But
yes,
yeah,
yes,
this is a good idea that, to share with the with you guys about the thought leadership, because one of my mentors told me that if you want to climb the ladder in corporate, then you must manage your people, and then you must demonstrate that you are able to lead those people, and that is very important. Every business, I think, are talking about communications, right? So if like James, that he's always advised the board of the directors and all those things, so he should have something to share. And
yeah,
for me, okay, maybe we can talk about how about your hiring. Is it possible to make it better, and then how you can manage the team and give them some directions, something they have to follow. Okay, I think I've heard about, for example, performance improvement plan or some other things. So what
yeah,
are the tricks and strategies that you can lead those people and ask those people to help for you? Because right now everyone is sitting at home, right? But how can you
yeah,
monitor them? How can you encourage,
yeah.
motivate them to work? Right, that is important. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because a lot of the so-called employer or manager or management board, I think the first thing they have concern is during this coronavirus period, how do they manage their staff? Okay, because everybody work at home, and you know that it is a very natural human tendency when you are work at home. What do you
Mm.
do?
Sleep.
You'll lay down, okay, and the sleeping time will be much longer than normal working days in normal time, and that is something that your boss don't want you to do. Okay, so if you are a good leader, you will master the skill on how to manage your employee by using a thought leadership so that you can influence their behavior so that they are still working like normal time. Okay, they still committed their time, devote the 8 hours they are supposed to be in the office. Okay, yeah. So I think that Keith, we will end this session and then probably we'll do it some other days again. So
Yeah,
we
sure,
get
sure, sure.
can get more people to sign up with our master course. And yeah, we see whether tomorrow or anytime we are free, then we can still log in and do it again. It's quite fun because I saw
Yeah.
a lot of people click like and also they are quite enjoying with what we are sharing with them.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Yeah,
So we can share with you some more tips, and just stay tuned, and then yeah, anytime I think we can work something together. Yeah.
yeah, that's right, that's right. All right, thanks, Keith. Thanks for inviting me
Thanks.
as a speaker. Thanks
Yeah,
everyone.
thanks you.
Bye
Good
bye,
night.
everyone.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye bye.